Hello. So I am filming to talk about the updates with bariatric surgery finally. Yeah, I think it was like a few weeks ago that I had an update and I haven't made a video about it. So basically, I feel like I've gone through so many changes with this process. It is a big process mentally to try to think of taking on a life-changing surgery. Can't be reversed. And when you are an overthinker or have anxiety, it makes it just that much harder to consider a surgery. And it's one of those things where they offered it to me pretty quick, like a 3-month program, and I was ready. And so I have the video of my journey so far, and you can kind of see what went wrong there. There was some mental health stuff that led to their decision to put it off and just make sure I was well, which is a good thing. I felt like I needed more time anyway. It just, going into this, like jumping into it, you're a little more confident. I feel like the wheels are moving faster. You're like, all right, let's do this. But then when you have a moment to pause, then your mind, your body's not going through the motions. You're not going through the program, but your mind is still rolling with all these thoughts, right? So, anyway, what's going on is so many ups and downs, but I have lost weight on my own, about 9, I think, to 15 pounds. I know for sure I've lost 9, but I've been losing gradually and I haven't checked in a while. Yeah. And it's not even the fact of like eating better than I was prior. It's probably the amount. Feeling less hungry. I'm staying a lot more active. The weather's warm. Yeah, things like that. But I think really it's just the amount of stress is way less than it was. My son has like speech therapy, occupational therapies, ABA therapies, and we are down to just ABA and speech. I still have to set up probably a few physical therapies, but we are down to much less appointments, and I'm not stressing as much about what I'm eating. When I was in that program, I was like, I have to log everything I'm eating all the time and and yes, you should. It's very helpful to weight loss in order to like log what you're eating and pay attention to it. But at this point, I'm eating so much less that I'm not concerned as much with logging everything I'm doing, and that is way less stress as well. So, my surgeon and we spoke, and basically, due to financial reasons and me being afraid that I can't afford high protein, and I definitely can't afford protein shakes right now. Like, times are tough financially, and I'm gonna get through that. But I need to hold off and make sure I can get the assistance and the help that I need so that I can afford the things that are going to be so like vital to me after this surgery. Like, you have to have nutrients, you have to be able to afford the $40 packet of vitamins and things that are really, it's crazy that insurance doesn't cover it because these are life saving. Like, your teeth are gonna dwindle, your bones, you can get osteoporosis, your hair falls out. I mean, wow. If you don't have the essential vitamins and things that you need, because through your food, you do not get those vitamins. I'm sure I've talked about this before. So I have to be in a place financially where I'm comfortable, and I'm not. So we talked about holding off until September, and I'm totally okay with that. In fact, I was like, that's much better. However, she's having a baby. It's funny because one of the reasons that I was like, I can't do this right now, like in the beginning of August, is my best friend, is getting married, and I am a bridesmaid. And then I also have my sister just had her baby. So it was kind of silly because she's just had a newborn, and my surgeon's going out to have her baby. And with all that baby madness, I'm going to actually be referred to another surgeon that she recommends. I'm fine with that, but it's not going to happen until September. So I'm going to meet with this new surgeon in September, and then we're going to pick a surgery date. And they will not go very long. Like, it's not going to be 2027 or anything, because I went through the program at the beginning of this year, and they will not wait until I have to redo a program. Because I think if you wait a year, it times out and you have to redo it. And that's basically what's going on. Yeah, it feels like a lot, but that's the update. I need to wait for financial reasons, and my mental health has been a lot better. I'm a lot less stressed, and they were waiting to see that as well. You know, she did give me the go ahead before August, um, which would have been obviously like now. It would have been now, or we would have scheduled in early August. And they said, yeah, you're fine, prior to me feeling this good. It just has gotten better and better. And I still have down days. I mean, who doesn't? I still get depressed. I have days where it all feels like it's, oh no, this is happening again. Like, I was stuck in a depression for 8 months to a year or something, and I didn't even know it. I thought, wow, this is life. This is just, I was so stuck in it. I had nobody to look at my life and tell me, you are not yourself, like, you're depressed. I'm getting a phone call. All right, I'm back from my call. So, anyway, I'm pretty sure I said like everything I needed to say, really. Holding off on surgery date picking until September. I don't remember the exact date, maybe September 18th or something. I feel like that sounds familiar. And being totally okay with it because finances are crazy. Yeah, so let's just hope everything gets in order so I can pick a date then. But it is what it is. As far as all the other anxiety and stuff, I'm trying to learn that anxiety is a lie and fear is a liar. There's a good song that has those lyrics in it, and I'm reading a book that my friend let me borrow. It is The Spiritual Root of Disease. Yeah, probably good to look into, because mental health issues are prevalent. I would say in today's society, but I think they're just talked about a lot in today's society, and that they were probably always prevalent, but that they don't necessarily have to come from genetics, like the way that we think. I was born this way. I'm always going to be this way. I need medication to help me deal with this. Isn't true for everyone. Sometimes there's spiritual stuff going on, and these people have done enough research apparently in their life to kind of have, well, let's just say enough information to write a book, right? So the spiritual root of the spiritual root of disease. I'm sure there's obviously a spiritual root to healing, and that is prayer. It's so interesting because I take medication for mental health issues. I'm actually an advocate for that, and like getting a surgery, right, for a health issue that I'm having. I'm just starting to learn about the spiritual route. That's all. It is very interesting to me, and we will see where that goes. If you guys needed bariatric surgery, or I should say if you were a candidate, would you get it? Like, how do other people feel about this? I don't happen to see a lot of comments on my videos, but I always hope that I'm helping someone, and if not, that I'm at least informative enough on the real life struggles of this, that it's not, oh, okay, I'm just going to go in and get a surgery and la-di-da, everything's fine. There's a lot that goes into it, especially adding mental health issues on top of it. So, hopefully, I'm helpful. I know that I talk a lot. I'll stop talking now.